Good morning. It is Thursday, the 28th of May 2020. And I have found out this morning I haven't been on a train for 75 days now due to the corona outbreak. And well, I also reached the milestone of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I just want to say a huge thank you for all of you who supported me, watched my videos, liked my videos. This means a lot to me. And since I reached this milestone, and well, you need to have a certain amount of watch time as well, but I'm far over that. This means I'm monetized by YouTube, and what also means I can make a tiny bit of money on advertisement revenue. It won't be a lot, but I will use this money to improve my videos, to pay for trip reports, to pay for better gear for videos. So I will use this to improve the quality of my videos, and well, as a good excuse to travel more, I guess. Anyway, I thought it would be cool to do this 1000 subscriber special at a station that has approximately 1000 passengers on a regular day. I'm also will do my very best, but I don't know if it will succeed, to make this video also 1000 seconds long, what is 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Because we live in the Covid-19 era, I also want to show you a little bit how it's like to travel by public transport and, well, mainly train during this Covid-19 thing. So in the first part of the video, I will show you what it's like to travel, and on the last part, I will do the Q&A. It's still pretty early. Well, that's not early, but I didn't sleep well, so I woke up late. So I will first have some breakfast, and then I will go to the station. When you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, because well, I want to convince as many people to travel on a sustainable way and to choose for the train. And of course, give me a thumbs up when you like this video. So I cycled to the Hague Central Station. So extremely empty. I haven't seen it like this before. Normally this place is stuffed with bikes. From the 1st of June, the regular timetable for trains will start again. I'm recording this on the 28th of May, but I will upload it on the 1st of June. There's a reason for that I'll explain later on in the video. So from the 1st of June, you're also obligated to wear a face mask. The Dutch railway company, they advise you only to travel when necessary. And well, the government was first saying just stay at home. Now they advise you, well, you can go out, but you should not visit busy places. So I think I just should use some common sense. And when it's too busy, I just go out and take the next train that will hopefully be a bit more quiet. In this video, I will explain you a little bit more, and also show you how this Covid-19 measurements in public transport are. At first, I show you the measures to stop preventing the spreading of the Covid-19 virus at the tram stop. And as you can see here at the central station, it has been clearly marked where you have to stand and where people can get out. Also, regulations have been clearly marked at every bus and tram stop in Dutch and English. At the railway station, most information is only in Dutch, although I also saw some of these information in English. But thanks to the use of icons, this should be understandable to everybody. Entrances and exits are clearly marked at all railway stations I've been to. When there is less than 1.5 meters between an entrance and an exit, a tape will indicate on which way you have to walk. And you'll find these tapes at more spots, for example at the stairs, so everybody can keep on their own side, so you have to keep to the right. At the platform, but also other spots in the railway station, you'll find stickers at the floor that will indicate the rules as well. Of course, in shops you have walking directions, and in some shops you're obligated to take a basket. In other shops it's not possible to take a basket, but there are clear directions on where you have to stand, and you can go pretty much anywhere. Face masks can be bought at HEMA, Ethos or Kiosk. At pretty much all middle and large Dutch railway stations you can find at least one of these shops. You can find HEMA in bigger railway stations in other countries such as France and the UK as well. Let me show you how it is to be on a train itself. For this trip I traveled with two different railway companies, and the Dutch railway company, the NS, does have clearer indications than the Arriva trains I've been on. Regulations and measures to stop the spreading of the Covid-19 virus have been clearly marked on all screens in all trains I've been on. A pity is that most of this information is only in Dutch, although there is some in English. Stickers in all trains will clearly indicate where you're allowed to sit, so you're only allowed to use the window seats, and when you're traveling first class, well, you can also use the solo seats of course. Although I do have a little bit of overweight, my health is pretty good, so I'm not scared at all to get this Covid-19 virus. Still, I rather play it safe because I don't like to get sick in general, but mainly because this Covid-19 virus has a huge impact on our economies. I also lost my job together with all my colleagues. I just don't want to be the one that is infecting other people, especially not because certain people in my environment do have a poor health condition. The secrets that I try to keep, oh, I can take it anymore. Here's my next train. It's a diesel train of Arriva that will take me to Zutphen, and from Zutphen I will take a local train to Bremen. So since it's actually pretty quiet in the stations and the restrictions are really good, I mean people keep right, they keep distance, put off the face mask. It's obligated from the 1st of June, so please keep this in mind. And I'm here in Zutphen. This is for the last leg of my journey, which is with the train over there, the train on the left side. This is an all-station service of the state-owned railway company NS. Well, let's continue. So I'm here at the railway station of Brünnen, and I try to make a very quick explanation why I started this channel. Obviously I love trains, and another thing that's really important to me is sustainability, to care about our planet and not act too crazy. And since trains are really environmental friendly, this was for me the main reason to start this channel, to show you what it's like to be on a train, and hopefully it will give some more people the opportunity to know what they can expect and to choose for a train instead of a plane or a car. You'll find more vloggers like me who will make trip reports on trains, lots of people on planes as well. But on some trains I wanted to take on my journey to China by train, I couldn't find anything. It was pretty hard to find this information as well, to find pictures, good quality pictures. There was some things online, but it was pretty difficult. So actually, this was for me the reason to start this whole vlogging thing, because I travel a lot by train anyway, and just share my experience. I worked for a railway travel agency. Actually, this travel agency was an official partner of the German railway company, French, Finnish, Dutch railway company of course. So many ticketing systems were linked in this railway company. So when people had special requests, for example traveling with their bike from the Netherlands to Spain, they came to us and we could manage the tickets. I booked a lot of train tickets. I knew all about these constructions if you want to travel from a specific point in Europe to another point, how you can get these cheaper fares. So this is also why I make these train travel revealed series, where I will explain you this. This travel agency was unique, but there were almost no bookings, so they had to fire to avoid bankruptcy. And I think this is good, and probably they will hire people again in December or maybe the beginning of 2021. That's what they're saying. We have to see how things go. When they don't, well, reactivate the service, I might also be interested in starting my own business, but that sounds easier than it is because the margins on train tickets are really low. And you just need a lot of money to start your own business. So yeah, that used to be my job. I won't stop making videos, so no worries about that. Also to keep my knowledge, well, sharp, I won't stop doing this. So let's continue to the Q&A section. I'm not prepared. I plan to do another trip report today. So what are your favorite trains? Both regional and high-speed trains. This is a good question. I don't really have this like favorite or, well, worst train things. But I think my favorite train would be, well, I really like Talgo trains because of the technique, because they have this unique wheel arrangement and they create this natural tilting system. And Talgo trains are also really light, so it takes less energy to, well, transport those train carriages. So I think Talgo trains. But I'm also, when it comes to high-speed trains, a huge fan of the Siemens Valero, because with some adjustments these trains can be found all over the world. It's pretty awesome. For regional trains, I really prefer long-distance trains, but I think for regional trains, Stapler Flirt is doing a good job because you can adjust the layout of these trains in so many ways and adjust, well, the demands railway companies who buy these trains have. With some small adjustments you can, well, create totally different trains, but you also find these trains on long distance routes actually, for example the Leo Express. So actually, does it count for a regional train? Yeah, I think, because Flirt stands, well, I don't know exactly the where it stands for, but I thought the R stands for regional. What's your favorite color? Mine is triangle. Yeah, well, obviously, my favorite color would probably be circle. Definitely, because, you know, wheels of trains, circle. Perfect. Are you interested in recording a trip report on a Japanese Shinkansen? Hell yeah. Not only the Shinkansen, but more trains in Japan, because I also really want to do the Sunrise Express sleeper train. What's your favorite major station of all in Europe? Ooh, this is a tricky one because there's so many pretty stations. I'll continue my journey today to Arnhem. That's also pretty cool. You know, the thing is, when you are at this pretty station, you think, oh, this is the prettiest station in the world. And then you find another pretty station, you think, oh, this is the prettiest station in the world. But I don't really have a favorite station, but I think Antwerp Central Station is doing a good job. Have a great day. Thank you. That's a great question. Have a great too. That's this is absolutely not a bot. I believe so. This is someone who has like, oh, let me see. I'm curious. Oh, 250k followers and is following 10 people. Oh, this is not a bot. Absolutely not. No. Which was your favorite train journey? Which country of trains do you love best? Well, here we go again. I mean, it's hard to say what is my favorite journey. I think one of the prettiest journeys I ever did was on the bar in Montenegro to Belgrade in Serbia. This was really pretty, but it was so slow and there's no air conditioning in the train. So, I mean, it's definitely not my favorite train, but it's maybe one of my favorite routes when it comes to scenery. My top 3 high-speed trains. Siemens Valeo, so let's say the ICE Type 3. Or the Eurostar E320, because it's the same kind of train. The TCV and the new ones that are going to Hendaye. I do have a trip report on the Hendaye Paris section. Let me see the other one. Ooh, I really liked the design of some trains in China, especially the CRH 380 or the 380 AL trains. I really like the design of the front of the train. That's so pretty. But the inside of Chinese high-speed trains, well, it's really good, by the way, don't get me wrong, but it's all the same in general. Will you discover Limburg, which is a province in the Netherlands, by train soon? Yes, I will, and I will probably really soon. I do have one trip report right now that I'm trying to, well, not post right now because of the corona outbreak, and would like to have some variety on my videos. But I will go to Limburg soon. I will do a trip report on the Aachen to Maastricht train and on the Maastricht to Den Helder, because this is the longest intercity train you can take in the Netherlands. It only goes 3 times a day. But I will make a trip report on this as well. What train you really not recommend to us? I had more like interesting, and what train do I not recommend to you? Well, maybe the Bar Belgrade in summertime. 2 more questions I forgot. 1. Are you traveling alone or, well, with someone else? And this really depends. I did some trip reports where I was with friends, some with colleagues, some with my parents. But most of the time I'm traveling alone. I had a girlfriend, but it's over, and we didn't do any trip reports together though. Aww. Okay, another question is, that has been sent in. Am I traveling because of the trains, or am I traveling to do other things as well? Oh, this is obviously, I don't travel because of the trains. The trains are a way to bring me somewhere, but I always try to combine a trip with something else, like visiting a museum, looking at some great architecture. I mean, I'm really like art, especially contemporary art, and photography as well. So yeah, I'm always trying to combine this with other things. But when you combine it with other things, it's more fun. I mean, there's more in life than just trains. I just like trains, but I also like a lot of other things. I'm back home in The Hague. I hope you liked this video. When you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And of course, when you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel.